So let's have a look at this cartoon, Rampie 1, 2 en 3. Wat het jy gedoen? So jy is underlined, we'll probably use that at a later stage. Seker weer dronk net soos die res van die buurt se inwoners. So you're probably drunk like the rest of the residents in this neighborhood. Inwoners, residents, buurt, neighborhood. Huk, nee, constable, huk. Ek drink en bestuur nooit nie, so he's a bit drunk. That explains the huk. Ek drink en bestuur nooit nie, so I'm not actually drinking and driving. Ek drink net in die pub en dan bestuur ek. Huk. So that's the punchline. And I think this one is a bit funny. So his understanding is that, look, I wasn't actually drinking and driving like simultaneously while I was driving. I drank beforehand. I drank in the pub. So I've actually obeyed you, officer. And he doesn't see anything wrong with it because he's not actually drinking and driving simultaneously at the same time. He did it beforehand, so it's okay. Yeah, I guess this one is funny. I'll give it to them. So there's the humor coming through. Let's get to the question. So 4.1. Hoe kan 'n mens in Rampie 1 sien dat Mavis die boom hard getref het? Noem 2 dinge. So he's hit this tree very, very hard. What do we see? Well, we see these streepies and we see some smoke as well. So streepies and rook. Anything along those lines would have scored you the mark. Die motor is stikkend. Die motor is opgevrommel. So die motor is gemors. It's a waste. It's in a really, really bad space. Daar is blare en blomme wat uit die boom val. There are leaves. There are flowers that have fallen out of the tree because of the impact. Anything along those lines would have scored you the mark. 4.2, vervang. Vervang, this word means replace. Please learn it. Die onderstreepte woord in Rampie 1. Sin 1, om die constable woorde formeel te maak. Wat het jy gedoen? So yeah, that is pretty informal. Generally, when you speak to someone with some level of respect, you wouldn't use the word ye or yo. Like for example, a lot of my Afrikaans learners who I take privately, they'll never refer to sir as yo. So if they need something to be posted on the group, and I haven't posted it yet, they'll say something along the lines of, what time will sir post this on the group? And it's not like they're speaking to someone else in reported speech. They're speaking to me directly because they don't want to say yay or yo because it is, well, disrespectful. So we could have used anything along these lines. So Mavis is a woman, so I would have been fine. That's like ultra respect, to like the president, a royal whatever. Mavis is a woman, so mevrou would have been fine as well, or juffrou, or dame, or meneer if you weren't too sure about the gender. Anything along those lines would have been fine. So that was 4.2, 4.3. Kies die korrekte woord tussen hakies. So uit die constable se woorde in Rampie 1 lê ons af dat hey. So he's saying that like everyone in the neighborhood is drunk, like all the residents here. That's not really a manipulation. Like he's not trying to get a confession out of Mavis. That's a generalization of everyone else in the neighborhood. 4.4. Watter woord in Rampie 2 versterk die gedagte dat die bestuurder dronk is in Rampie 2. So it's going to be huk. His speech is slurred. So it has to be huk. 4.5. Skryf die sin oor in die indirekte rede. So there's direct speech. We need to give it an indirect speech. So Mavis said that, say of hey, depending on how we gendered them, nooit drink en bestuur nie. So the nooit comes straight in. Nooit drink en bestuur nie. So the nooit comes here, the knee must always be last. Look, nothing can come after the knee, then it no longer makes grammatical sense. Give a nice Afrikaans word for pub. Anything along these lines would have been fine. So maybe you went with shebeen, that's a J. Shebeen or canteen, taverne, bierhuis, drinkplek, anything like that would have been fine. 4.7. Die humor in die Strokiesprent lê daarin dat die constable en Mavis die woorde drink en bestuur verskil en verstaan. So Mavis sees it as, look, I wasn't actually drinking and driving simultaneously, but obviously that's where the satire comes in. And the cop says, no, but you were under the influence of alcohol. So 4.7.1, what do Mavis' words, drink and bestuur, vir die constable? So what does it mean? Now, the constable interprets this. I'll give you a nice Afrikaans answer. Die constable verstaan of interpreteer dat jy nie mag bestuur as jy gedrink het nie. Anything along those lines would have definitely scored you the marks. So you just don't drink and drive. But in 4.7.2, how does Mavis understand these words? Mavis verstaan dat sy nie drink terwyl, so while sy bestuur nie, so while they're driving. And that's it. That's the difference. It's 10 marks. It is a bit heavy. There's 7 questions, but there's a 2, and another 2 here. It's doable. This question wasn't that difficult, but I guess as a tutor, I always say things like that. But I think this one was okay.